The legendary investor Warren Buffett began investing at the age of 11. He has expressed regret that he couldn't start earlier. Well, all of us may have been past that point now, but it's never too late to start investing. I certainly wish for a time travel machine so I could go back in time and instruct my younger version to begin investing as early as possible. But until that happens, the next best time to start investing is right now. 2020 as a year has been a tough but educational year, and the need for investments, not only in assets but in skills, in knowledge, and in oneself has never been felt so strongly before. It is a common misconception that to begin investing, one needs a large capital. One can begin with an amount as small as $100. A large capital may not be possible for everyone, but $100 is definitely within the budget of most folks if they are willing to spare it. So while we wait for the time machine to be invented, here are 5 ways to invest $100 in 2021. Number 1, equities stocks. The classic old recommendation. Never gets old. Hundreds of thousands of articles, books, documentaries, TV shows, and YouTube videos of people recommending stocks, stock tips, and all kinds of services under the sun. Equities have proven to be wealth creators, no doubt, but they have equally shown their wealth destruction capabilities. For every Apple, there is a Compaq, and for every Netflix, there is a Blockbuster. So how do you identify which is a good stock or which is a bad stock? Honestly, it's difficult to know and is a whole different video for another time. All the large fund managers or star investors do not often know whether the company is good or bad. Enron, for example, fooled everybody for years before being exposed for their fraud. It was hailed for its innovation and was a Wall Street darling, but no one could identify or point out their fraud for a long, long time. So what can us as investors do? Well, when you don't know which fruit to pick from a basket, you simply buy the basket. Introducing the Humble Index Fund. An index fund tracks and replicates a major stock market index like S&P 500, the Dow Jones, or the NASDAQ 100. It does so by purchasing and holding securities in the same weight as they are in the index. So if you are buying an S&P 500 index fund, in effect you are buying all the 500 securities present in that index fund, which includes major names like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Visa, etc. You get access to all these stocks and more in the S&P 500 index fund. Best of all, it comes at an extremely low cost. Buying and selling of individual stocks come with a cost. You are charged commissions, spreads, and a variety of other charges, often going to more than 1% of the amount you have deployed. Even mutual funds charge you an annual recurring expense ratio between 0.5 to 1% on your money with them. Vanguard S&P 500 ETF costs only 0.03% per annum, and its index fund costs 0.14 per annum. $100 invested in S&P 500 ETF in 2000 would be worth $312 today, 3 times the initial investment. This is an annualized return of 8.2%. Compare that to the US Treasury yields over the same period, where yields have fallen from 5% in 2000 to 0.93% in 2020, and ding ding ding, you have a winner. Use your $100 wisely. Get yourself an index fund, and remember, stay away from all tips and solicitations, especially from those trying to sell you penny stocks. Number 2, freelancing gigs. Freelancing is to this decade what outsourcing was to the last. With high-speed internet connectivity, powerful PCs, and ability to work from anywhere, freelancing has become a raging hit amongst youngsters looking for a way to make money off their skills. Skills that do not fit in an ordinary routine job, but those that can be now monetized. For companies and individuals looking to get work done, freelancers not only offer a wide variety of choice, but are also easy on the budget, as work can be done cheaper as compared to hiring a company to do it. For example, a website in the UK can hire a sales guy in the US to do local sales calls from them at a much cheaper rate than hiring them in the UK. Another example is a manufacturer in South America who is looking to create awareness about their products in Europe can hire local digital marketers with ease and at a fraction of the cost of hiring a whole digital marketing company. Competition is intense in common categories like graphic designing, digital marketing, programming, etc. But to separate oneself from others, one must develop and find a niche, a skill or ability that can create an opportunity. So use the $100 to learn a new skill in the niche of your interest or choice, or acquire some software or hardware tools to help you market and sell that niche better. Let me give you an example. There are several people across the globe trying their hand at various popular multiplayer games like Call of Duty, Street Fighter, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, and Fortnite, amongst others. They are always on the lookout for people to partner up or clan up with to play online, and are happy to pay for it if it helps them win. If you are skilled at such games, simply offer your skills on any freelancing sites and you will have people signing you up in no time. Invest $100 into purchasing quality headphones, microphones, screen sharing software, and gamepads, and you are set. This also has potential for repetitive business. You can scale this up by partnering up with your friends who also play them and offer clan services. So an individual looking for a team can hire the entire team, and you will be surprised at the amount of money people are willing to pay for this service.
Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Continuing in gaming, there are several popular, massively multiplayer online role-playing games, like World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls, etc., where due to the size of the game story, people are often confused what to do or require assistance in scaling up and becoming better. One can offer one's mind goods, weapons, spells, assistance in building up the world, and even serving as bodyguards in the game. The possibilities are endless, and the number of people willing to pay for them, endless. Here's a screenshot of a freelancing site where people offer gaming services for those who think this is not possible. One final way to invest $100 in freelancing skills to make money through gaming is that people are lonely. Often all they want is a friend with whom to talk and play games. Even if you are not a skilled game player, but are a good listener and have an ability to connect with people, simply offer that service, and you will find people hiring you just so that they can talk to you. Freelancing has just picked up steam this year as people have lost jobs and a lot of them work from home. It still has a long way to go. Invest into finding and developing a niche and necessary skills to market and sell that niche, and the world is your oyster. Number 3, publish a book. Gone are those days where you had to line up outside several publishers' offices, wait in the sun or rain, only to have your book rejected and thrown back at you. Or for those who would not rest easy until published, collecting the money needed for self-publishing was another challenge. Those days are now long gone with advent of digital publishing, and one can thank none other than Amazon for bringing that revolution. Invest $100 into improving your writing skills or hire copywriters, editors, and content creators for assisting you in the book. Publishing is now very easy and straightforward. One can find several articles and YouTube videos online guiding you on publishing your book on Amazon. Amazon allows you to publish a digital book, print version as well as audiobooks as well. One needs to ensure that their book is as per Kindle guidelines and the Word file is converted to the required format, usually EPUB or Mobi, either through software like Calibre, which is free, or by hiring freelancers or agencies who convert Word file into the required digital format. Kindle Direct Publishing allows you to publish a book simply by uploading it in their required format. That's it, as simple as it can get. Even the dog who has no idea what he's doing can now do it, and no one has the power to stop it. You will be surprised at the number of successful and popular authors today who reached where they have by self-publishing. John Grisham, E.L. James of 50 Shades of Grey, Christopher Paoloni of Aragon series, to name a few. And it is never too late to start writing and getting published. As long as one has the will and a story that appeals to readers, writing success is just a hand's reach away. Number 4, teaching gigs. This pandemic has brought out the lack of skills in people more than any other time in recent history. And I'm not talking about work skills. I'm talking about survival skills, basic life skills. You'll be surprised at the amount of people who do not know how to cook, how to sew, basic repair work, basic first aid, and even something as simple as washing utensils and segregating garbage. It's unbelievable how life changes when you don't have someone cooking for you or taking care of the house. Digital skills are another aspect entirely. Several people have now been forced to work and lack basic skills in identifying and resolving computer and laptop problems. This has opened up a huge amount of opportunities for those who know the skills and can pass them on to others willing to work. You might argue that there will be several YouTube videos out there teaching these skills and many more, And why would anyone want to pay someone to learn it online when they can simply watch a video for free? Well, true as it may be, there are some skills that simply cannot be learned just by watching a video. A certain level of guidance is required, which requires connecting with an individual skilled in that task. Cooking is an ideal example. One can offer how to cook as well as live creation of simple meals on any freelancing website. Invest $100 into a decent camera, headphones, and microphones. Set up a video conference call on any free video conferencing app like Zoom or Google Meet or Microsoft Teams, and you're good to go. People who wish to learn to cook a specific meal or just want to learn how to cook in general will come to you, and you have to just guide them through the process live. This pandemic has also led to a lot of breakups and divorces, and the potential market of single people who do not know how to cook is huge. One more example of such a skill that requires in-person guidance is physical training. With gyms closed for the pandemic, people wishing to work out at home have to rely on videos for training. However, just watching the videos is not enough. One must also be aware of proper form and technique, as potential for injury is high. Guidance via online video conferencing is another skill that can be offered on freelancing. Remember, there are people who do not know anything. All you have to do is offer the right skill that cannot be done without personal guidance, and you will get there. Number 5, treasure hunting among scrap. The popularity of shows like Baggage Battles and Storage Wars has proven that everybody loves a quick treasure hunt. There is a potential business idea hidden in this though, one that can start with only $100. Insane amount of scrap is generated year on year in the United States alone, with 5.8 million metric tons of iron and steel scrap generated in 2019. There are multiple approaches to making money off scrap and other items like waste auctions if only one knows what to look out for. Here's how one can proceed with it. A. Go to local thrift shops, antique stores, and garage sales and see if they have something that is not properly valued. People often dump stuff that they don't need. A man found Ansel Adams photos valued at $200 million at a garage sale. It's insane, and while we might not find $1 million item every time, it's very easy to land an item worth hundreds of dollars available for purchase at a fraction of the price. It can be old books, board games, video games, glassware, anything. A man found an old video game and sold it for $9,000. Another went to purchase drinking glasses and found a Victorian-era glass for €3, which was later sold for €150. Anything is possible if one has the desire to explore and the know-how to properly value. B. Go to shutdown or disposal auctions. Like Storage Wars, there will be low-key shutdowns and disposals of storage places as well as shops happening around you. Bargains can take place here. COVID-19 has been exceptionally brutal, and this year we will see a lot of people not able to keep up with rent on storage places, as well as several businesses shutting down. As brutal as it may sound, someone else's troubles can be your gain. Tutorials and videos are available freely on the internet to learn how to spot and value such opportunities. For those willing to spend a little bit extra, high-value items can be found in bank auctions. Items and vehicles purchased from bank loans are often auctioned for much cheaper than they are worth. It is worth exploring not only from a business perspective, but also from personal perspective for those who wish to acquire stuff with minimal expense. And C. Start a business of buying and selling scrap. This is a bit of a tough one and may not be everyone's cup of tea, but one can begin their business with as low as $100 by going to households and asking to purchase their scrap. People often have a lot of junk lying around and are happy to get rid of it even for free. So oftentimes there are heavy items that require money to move and get rid of. You arriving there offering to take it off their hands for free is a blessing, and many people will be willing to give it to you for free. That same stuff, once cleaned and repaired, can be sold in local secondhand markets as well as online various sites like eBay. From a personal experience, my friend once got a $200 heavy wooden coffee table for $20 from a person who was moving to another city who could not afford to take it along with her. There is opportunity in that as well. Conclusion. This is just the tip of the iceberg for all the ideas that one could employ to invest $100 in 2021 for high return on investment. There is opportunity everywhere, provided one keeps themselves open to receiving and making the best out of it. Unlike popular belief, that does not require lots of money. Just $100 would suffice. It does require a lot of heart and willingness and hard work to put in tremendous amount of effort. but once done, you will see the reward. Thank you so much for watching. And please, if you like what you're watching, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.